See, the pavement are constructed in the portable cement course (PCC) and should be analyzed by the theory of instead of the layer of theory. The types of rigid pavements, like the rigid pavement, can be classified into the following types: joint pane concrete pavement (GPCP), jointed reinforced concrete pavement (GRCP), continuous reinforced concrete pavement (CRCP), and the prestressed concrete pavement (PCP). So joint plain concrete pavements in this plain cement concrete pavements constructed with closely spaced construction joints, dwell bars, or the aggregate interlocks are normally used load transfer across the joints. They normally has to joint spacing to 5 to 10 mm, 10 meter. So jointed reinforced concrete pavements, although reinforced, do not improve the structure capacity significantly. They can distinctly increase the joint spacing to 10 to 30 meters. 12 bars are required to load transfer. Requirement help to keep the slabs together even with the cracks. Continuous reinforced concrete pavements complete elimination of joints are achieved by the reinforcement. So some of the factors which are affecting the pavement design, very important questions. Many times they will ask in video exams, what are the factors which is affecting pavement designs? Briefly explain. See, first one is the traffic load and traffic and loading. Traffic, the most important factor is the pavement design. The key factors include contact pressures, wheel loads, axle configuration, moving loads, load and their load repetitions of loads. See, contact pressure, the tire pressure is the important factor as determine the contained contact area and the contact pressure between the wheel and the pavement surface. Even though shape of the contact area elliptical, for the sake of simplicity in analysis, a circular area and other consideration. See, wheel load, the next important factor in the wheel load, which determines the depth of the pavements required in the ensure the subgrade of soil is not failed. With configuration affect the stresses distributions as the deflections with the pavement. Many commercial vehicles have the dual rear wheel, which ensure that contact pressure within the limits. The normal practice is to convert dual wheel into the equally single wheel load, so that the analysis is made simple one. The axle configuration, the load carrying capacity of the commercial vehicle is further enhanced by the introduction to multi axles. See, moving loads, the damage of the pavements is much higher if the vehicles is moving in the creep speed. Manually studied has shown that speed increased to 2 kilometers per hour to 24 kilometers per hour to stresses deflections reduced by 40%. So repetition flow, the influence the traffic the pavement on pavement not only depends on magnitude of the wheel load but also the frequency of load applications. Each load applications causes some deformation and the total deformation is summations of this all. The environmental factors like which also affect the performance of the pavement materials and cause the various damages. Environmental factors like affect the pavements are two types: temperature as well as precipitations in the form of rain or the frozen or the what we call that snow. So next one is equivalent single wheel load. To carry maximum load within the special limit and carry a greater load, dual wheel tendency to assembly to equivalent single wheel load ESWL is a single wheel load having the same contact pressures which produce same value maximum stresses, deflection stress, tensile stresses, contact pressure at desired depth to produce the finding the ESWL to equal stress criteria provided below. This is a semicircular method as known as the Beyond or the Foster method based on the following assumptions. The equivalency concept is based on equal stresses, contact area of circular influence angle is 45 degree and the soil medium is elastic, homogeneous, isotropic half species, where P is the wheel load, S is the center distance between the two wheels, and D is the clear distance between two vehicles, Z is the desired depth. Equivalent single axle load, vehicle can have many axle which will be distribute the load into the different axle and the turns in pavement through the wheels. A standard truck has two axles, front axle with two wheels and the rear axle with four wheels. But to carry large load, multiple axle provided since design flexible pavement by layered theory. Only the wheel on one side needed to be considered. On the other hand, the design rigid pavement be plate theory and the hence wheel load. Both sides axle are needed to consider large Axial load. Repetitions of axial load. The deformations of pavement due to the single applications of axial load may be small, but repeated applications of load, there would be accumulate uncovered permanent deformations with a result failure of the pavements.